Hi guys, welcome to another LivinginSAtv video. David here. So today we are going to do notar in Nigel to show you Gibela, basically the place where they do the amazing blue trains for our amazing railway system right here in sunny South Africa. Don't you believe me? Stay tuned because once again this video will blow your mind. There you go guys, this is where our South African trains are done and we're gonna go for an amazing tour. Can't even see the end.
Good afternoon, my name is Timothy. My surname is Baloyi. I'm one of the senior EPU here at Gibela, based at Danota. So I'm on the manufacturing side of the plant where we build, on my section, that's where I build the profiles that are going to come into building the train. So I'll try to show you some of the profiles that we are building here. For instance, this is one of the profiles that we are building here. This is the side seal, we call it a side seal. It comes under the underframe. When you build your underframe, so on the side of your underframe, that's where this profile is coming from. So also it's coming from this section here. And on our side here, you can see some of the profiles here, they've got the holes that are punched here for the welders when they will be welding on the part. So the punch is done on this machine. Here is the press machine where we are doing the punching. There you can see the gentleman over there is busy now punching the holes. All those holes is where we're going to do our welding so that our underframe is strong. After the punching, it will come this side. We call this area here is a plasma cut machine. So on the plasma cut machine, this is what we do here. All this profile that you see here, this design, it comes from this. So we cut it from this machine here. Then some of the profiles that we are building is like for your roof. I'll show you some of the corrugation for your roof. We've got also stiffeners here. These are the stiffeners. Stiffeners are more for reinforcement. When you want to reinforce your skin, then we use the reinforcement here. And then here we've got the machine where the profile for the roof, we weld it here with a seam weld machine. So if you can check here, this is one of the roof, part of the roof that we have welded on the station here. So before it can go to the next station. And then these are some of the buffer profiles that we have done. Sometimes you do make mistakes, you do get a scrap. So you cannot take the scrap to the customer, we're going to scrap it and throw it away. It's part of the process. Sometimes we make mistakes. Yeah, so, and then this is our warehouse for all our material. So now we've got our supplier Ubunye, Alstom Ubunye, is also around here in Niger, where they supply us like this part here, we call it an end underframe. It's where you're gonna do your underframe. So it will come here from the supplier. After here, it will come to our stations here. Okay. So then the team here, they will start to build this one here. They will put all this assembly on it. If you can see it, it's empty there. They will put all this assembly here. And then you've got per each and every car, you've got two of them. Is this one and that one. Per car, you've got two of them. You can see there's one there, there's one here. So there's one end and there's another end. These are your door frames for your train. These are the door frames. They'll come on your sides. I'll show you the sides. So this is your welding robots. It's your spot welding. So let me show you the spot welding. If you can check down here, you can see there. So all this welding is done by that machine there. Yeah, there must be two of them. Up to here, this is the jig for the panel up to here. They're gonna build another one. So these two plus those two there, they form your underframe. Yes. On this area here, this is where we build, we call them the modules. These are the modules. This is the end product of the modules that they build them there. So there must be 4 per side. So it's your side wall of the train, the other one. So this one, plus this one, plus that 4 there I showed you, they form part of one car. We call them cars here. Other places they call them coaches, but here's a car. can see they are busy doing the spot welding. The gun looks heavy when you are looking at it, but when you hold it, because of they gave it the support there, it's so simple to take it up and down. That's why, as you can see, most of the jobs here are done by also the ladies who are building here. So you can imagine, so we make sure that our job must be very smart. And then this part here is where they build the end frames. I spoke about the side walls and the under frame. Now this is your end. This is your buffer station for the ones that are complete, and then quality will come and check them here. When they are happy with the product, they will give it a green sticker. Then you can go to the next station. Now the modules that I was showing you now, if you can check there, this is the robot. So we put all the modules here. Then after putting them here together, then those blue robots there are 4 of them. They're gonna weld them together. So per one side, you've got more than 1,000 spots. So a human being can't weld that a day. So you need a robot to do that for you. This is your under frame. Exactly what I was showing you that side. Now this is a complete part of it. I showed you that profile at profile station. Here's that profile here. Here's that end under frame. There's another one there. These are the panels I was talking about. Can you see? Those panels they were building there, here and there. Now they form one under frame for one car. This is where you build your roof. Yeah, this is a roof. Also those profile you can see on the side here, that profile is here. Then also we're putting all the modules together for your roof. So this station here, we call it a cathedral station. Ne? So that's where everything is coming together like a church, cathedral, you know, bringing people together. So you can see now your end frames, your sides, your roof, your under frame. They came back together here. So now the guys are joining them together to make one car. So this type of a car is called an M car, this one here that they're building now. Then you've got this machine here, where you weld your spots here. Let me show you, come here. All these spots here on your under frame and your side wall. Then you weld them together here. So from there where we started up to here, this station we call it CBS station, car body shell, CBS car body shell. So it's all about building the body shell of the car. A 5 minutes meeting where they'll talk about their safety, they'll talk about the quality of the product, their deliveries, and then any outstanding issues that needs to be discussed, they'll talk about them here. The meeting shouldn't take anything more than 5 minutes. So they run all, then they plan, here's their task sequence, where they plan their production. Everywhere where you see a cross, that means the guys are done. Where you see this, the guys are still busy. Here, they are still continuing until they are done. Then these are your temporary floorboards. So when the guys are inside the train, so that they shouldn't damage the parts, so they'll put these temporary boards inside. They can work on top of them. When they are done, they take them out, they wait for the next car. So this is part of your buffer. The next cars that are coming, they're gonna build them. As soon as one moves, then we load another one. So you've got an area where you can stack so many of them here. So the next part now is where now they fit the windows, they fit the doors. So from this station, now it's more about fitting now. All the welding, the cutting, the grinding that you were seeing is no longer on this side. It's more about fitting now. So these cars that are here now, the guys are busy preparing. If you can check this one already, they fitted the windows. Can you see? And then that frame on the door, they are busy preparing and aligning so that they can fit the door now. So it's more about fitting the doors, and then they fit also your HVAC. If you can check our windows, they don't open. Can you see all of them? They don't open. So now you've got your aircon. So this is your HVAC that is gonna come on top of the roof, so that when the guys are inside, they get that nice cool air when it's hot. Then you get also all your cabling on the roof. It will come from, this is the kit that it will go to one of the car. It's waiting for the car. They'll put it on top of the. So these two stations is the same thing, just we run in 2 lines.
How many kilometers of cables are inside of these trains? More than 100 kilometers, no?
It should be somewhere around there, because you have one on the roof, you have one underneath also. I'll show you also underneath on the next station. Guys are busy adjusting the doors. It's got that HVAC I was talking about on top of the roof. And then that part there is what we call a resistor, a brake resistors. You get 2 of them. They are there, one on the other side, the other one on the other side of the HVAC. So the doors are fitted. The windows are fitted. And then there's a piping that they are doing underneath. You can see the one of the operator there. She's busy now with the piping there. Yes. If you can check there. So for your air supply, now she's fitting that. Yes. And after we are done, we have fitted our doors, our windows and everything. Before we can send our car to the next station, we take it for water baptism. So now what we'll do, this is your area where they do your water test. You can see all these pipes, even on the roof there. So we will shower the whole car here, so to check if there's any leak. And then if there's any leaks, we'll repair them. And then if there's no leak, then it will go to the next station. And then if you can check our cars, we also don't paint them. There's no painting, it's more roll of a stainless steel. Now there's a process where we do our preservation. I'll show you now where we do preservation. We preserve our stainless steel so that it doesn't rust. Wow. As much as it doesn't rust, because of, we've been touchy, there's been grinding, there's been welding, so you need to preserve it. So we don't paint anything. There's no painting that is coming. So I'm not sure if the guys are there busy with one of the preservation. So there's a chemical that they will just wash it with. Then this is the area where they'll do the preservation. All these chemicals that are coming here, then they will just wash this car with it. Then from there it's nice and shiny.
Because I know during the 1950s the trains will catch fire really easily.
Yes.
Reason being because of the heavy metals that were on the paint.
Yes, yes.
The combustion process will be much quicker. And now we don't have those problems at all. Now we got high-tech trains.
Yes. So now we are going to the next. Yeah. So inside that shiny part is more of your insulation. Yeah. So for your vibration and noise, and for that comfort.
So that means in case of a collision or stuff like that, how secure are these trains? Can you tell us?
Yeah, let me show you one. It's a good question. Like this one, we call it a TC car. That's where the driver is sitting right on top there. You can see the driver, I'll show you when we're at the other side, but he's sitting right on top there. Yeah. And then you can see here, you've got 4 crash boxes. Wow. Can you see? So these are your crash boxes. So in case of crash, at least they're the ones that will get damaged, but the driver is safe right on top there. Wow. It's to measure the height. If you can see, this is the standard bridge, South African bridge, isn't it? So if it doesn't pass here, that means it doesn't conform with our South African bridges in terms of your height and your width. So each and every car must pass here. So when it passes here, it means our height is correct. And then the last thing that they will do here on this station, they'll also do your leveling and then also the weight of the train. So that's what they do. There's a spec that they have here, just in terms of the weight and then also your leveling. So those are the things that you do, your leveling, your weight, and also your height and width of your train, so that it conforms with your South African bridges. So now here, the first station here is also part of your fitting area. You get your ceiling, then it will come in these pieces. Then they will align it here, and then they will do whatever cabling that must go throughout. You can see the lady preparing. You can see there's cable ties where they're gonna tie some of the cable that must go through there. The communication, electrical cables, everything there. And they're preparing the roof, this ceiling for the next car that will be coming. You can see this one, if you can check inside already. There's a ceiling already. Yeah. You can see already the ceiling is mounted inside there. So the guys are done there. And then also the cable tray has been fitted. I'll show you also the jig for your cable tray. But I'll show you nice the other side, because here it's already fitted. You can see it nice. You were asking me about the length of the cables, copper cables. You can see. So this is the whole tray for the next car that is coming. There's the other one for the next car that is coming. There's the kits for the other cars. that are also coming. So what they'll do, they'll also slide it there and then push it underneath and then mount it under the car. Now the next process is to put all this under the components under the your under frame, all these components. Now all these stations, they are mounting them here.
For example, autonomy on the batteries, or
Oh yes. In that case, yes. That one, I think it can travel. Yeah, they were designed that it can travel to the next station and the people can get off. Yes, we do have that.
number of kilometers.
Yes. Oh yes, that one. Yes, we have it.
Wow.
Yeah, much more of your high voltage area where they connect and test all your electrical thing if they are working. So you can see the station is red. Not everyone is allowed to work inside here. You must have a permit and be trained to work inside here. When everything is a go, we are happy. Our connection, electrical connections are okay. The next station will be now to do your fitting inside. I wish I can show you one. Let's check here. You can see now it's starting to look beautiful inside. All the fittings inside, your seats, your luggage racks, everything. And then if you can check, all our cars are sitting on this yellow, we call them pony bogies. Yeah. These are temporary bogies. So the next station where we are going now, we're gonna see them now when they marry them to their original bogies now. Then when the guys are done with the fitting of your under frame components, they are done with inside, they are done with the seats inside and everything. Now the next station, it will be where they do the vinyl of the car. What we do, they put anti-vandalism on your windows, so that sometimes we get kids who even if they throw stone there, then you can protect the people inside. So they put them on the windows now. So that's where we do more of the vinyls, everything. Yeah. You can see, you'll see the next train, there's written that Stimela Sabat and everything, they are done in this station. Yeah. It's a very enclosed area because we don't want dust. Yeah, yeah. You can see now all that we can go here. You can see that vinyl, it's only vinyl here, there's no paint. Yeah. You can see, even on the window, anti-vandalism is there on the windows. They've put it also here. Our vinyl, if you can check, here, there's different South African languages, all of them they're here. That one is most Venda, Chitimela Chavandu, Istimela Sabatu, Stimela Sabatu. It's two different languages, Pedi and Sotho. So you get all these languages on all these cars. Yeah, these are the bogies, yes. You can. All our cars are facing one direction. Yeah. So, but per the design, three must face every train set is made of 6 cars. So 3 must face the other direction, 3 must face the other direction. So we've got a wheel where we turn them, a bridge, where we turn the 3 cars to face a different direction. So that when they go to TNC, when we mount them together, we couple them together. 3 is facing that, 3 is facing the other direction. Yes. Just rotate. All right. So now we are going to TNC, where they couple them together and test them. So for that thing of safety, we'll get one guy who will tell us in terms of emergency what happens. This is your test track. So it runs 60 kilometers. It doesn't run more than that, but the train is designed for 120. So what we do, when it passes your 60 kilometer that then test here, it will go to Pretoria where they will run it 120. So when it passes that spec, then that's when you can sell it to the customer. So before then, no, we don't sell it.
So it's very specific.
Yes. So but we here we can't run it 130 because our line is not that long. Yes. So but in Pretoria, then we transport them to Pretoria. That's where they can. And then after Pretoria, it can go anywhere around South Africa where these trains are operating. Like Cape Town, Durban, here in Joburg, in Pretoria, and other areas. Yes, and many provinces. Your last station where we are doing testing and commission. So you can see also not everyone has got an access to go inside there. So only the guys who are trained to work here, those who are doing the testing of this and commissioning them, they are the ones who can work here. So now the first track here, that's where these cars are coming one by one for coupling. So you couple them together to come at the end of the day as one full train set. Yeah. Guys here are putting the window. I guess maybe one was cracked. They had to replace it. So now the guys, but the process is not done yet. So only in case of when there was a defect far from the process line, that's when they do them here. So all these cars that are coming in, they're gonna couple them together.
Can I ask you?
There must be 6 of
Can
them.
we also go inside or not?
Yeah, I will ask. I'll ask the guys here. They will allow us. Yes. And see what they do after coupling. Now they test them car per car. Ne? So they'll test car when it passes. They'll test the next car. They'll test the next car. They'll care until when they are done. Then they'll test it at a train level. Open that door for us. Ne?
Yeah.
It's ready for the customer. This one. Ne?
We prepared now with our shoes protected.
So the safety features that we have within the train, first of all, as you were saying, we've got something called deadman, which is this button or this button. So what happens is that when the driver is driving the train, right? So let's say, for an example, direction switch forward. So what will happen is that when the driver is on motion, the driver doesn't continuously press this button or either here. This buzzer will come on. So let's say, for an example, it will come on within 5 seconds. Listen. So if the driver doesn't acknowledge this, then the train will actually activate this radio to call the nearest call center, so that they can find out what's going on with the driver that is driving. So this just to keep you aware, like while you're driving, just to make you aware that you're still driving. So it will monitor you as you're driving. If you're gonna skip maybe more than 5 seconds without pressing it, it's gonna alert you. You must continue pressing it. If you don't, then let me just demonstrate it to you what's gonna happen. So by doing this, it's calling the nearest call center, alerting them that the train is on motion and no one is taking care of the So it's just basically to alert the driver or the call center nearer that there's someone who's maybe sleeping in the train, or maybe they are at fault, or maybe there's something happening with their health. Yeah, maybe they've lost it's either control or anything. So basically, this is one of the safety features that we have, being controlled by the driver. The other safety feature that we have here is the CCTV. So basically, what happens is that as soon as you switch on the train, all the cars that are within the train will start recording automatically. So including the frontal cameras, you see like this. This is at the front, this is at the back of the train. And again, if you're gonna perform reverse, as soon as you engage reverse, the train will automatically switch on the camera here, so that you can see at the back what is happening. We also have smoke detectors within the train, right? So each and every car has got a smoke detector. You see here we've got 2 per car, 2 per car, 2 per car. And then also we have got one in the cab, which is this one here. So should you have a smoke inside the train, what's going to happen is that it's going to alert you that within this cab here there is fire. So what is going to happen is that the train will stop HVAC within this car, so that it doesn't ignite the fire further. So the other thing that will happen, let's say for an example, when you've got fire in one of the cars here, what's going to happen is that this is what you call a powertrain module. So this is how you actually see 3 kV from the line all the way to the rest of the train. So if you've got fire here, the train will definitely drop 1 pento here on this side, so that if maybe the fire has been caused by spiking or anything, just to try and avoid any further damage. Right? The automated HVAC cooling system within the train. So what happens is that the driver doesn't have much control of this HVAC control system of the whole train. So what happens is that the train itself, it has got sensors. Each and every HVAC within the car has got sensors, right? So the sensor will definitely sense the temperature outside the train, the temperature inside the train, and provide the right humidity or temperature within the train. So if it needs to ventilate, it will ventilate. If it's too hot, it's gonna cool. If it's too cold, it's gonna heat with the right temperature, of course, trying to balance between the two. It doesn't give too much.
So people don't get sick, basically.
So it gives the right temperature
For the body.
Yes. Your intercom, you've got an intercom here, you've got what we call the PA here. So what happens is that it has got two functions. One function, the first function would be making a call to the driver. So as soon as you pull this, the first stage that you're gonna reach, you'll be making a call to the driver. So you can basically tell the driver that you're leaving someone on the platform or there's something happening within this car, right? The second pull would be you opening the door, right? Yeah, so that's what it does. This so it's basically first attempt.
A passenger alarm handle
call.
has been pulled.
It's
Please
gonna
remain calm.
show you with the
Further
screen that
instruction will be provided shortly.
yes. So let me just acknowledge that
Passenger
alarm. Yes, this is the passenger alarm. The driver now has to. You can just remain there and just talk. So now the driver is acknowledged. You can just talk on the talk.
And there's an emergency. Someone is sick.
Okay. That's how we basically talk.
Are you serious? So
Yes.
the passenger can speak directly to the driver
Yes.
just by pushing the emergency switch
Yes.
and talk through the intercommunicator into the microphone, and then the driver will speak directly with the
Yes,
passenger.
and then,
Wow.
then if we are on the driver mode, that as soon as she pulls the PA, this will come on. It's gonna show the specific car that this person here pulled this thing here.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, I
Yes.
didn't know that. Wow.
Yes. So you're gonna talk to the person. If you ignore the person within 5 seconds, the train will definitely stop, because maybe there's an emergency or something.
Okay.
So you must always talk with people. If you don't want to talk with them, you can just override if they are playing with an intercom.
Wow.
But then if it's something serious, then you'll have to definitely talk with the person, give
Sure.
them attention.
Fascinating.
And then the second attempt will be, because now that's a first attempt, which is making a call. The second one would be now opening the door.
Okay, so
Yes.
first
First,
to the driver, second it will open
open
the,
the
door,
door. Yes.
and then you
If-
can open it manually.
Yes, if the door is stationary, if the train is stationary, of course. If it's above 5 kilometers per hour, then the train won't allow you. That's one of the safety features we have within the saloon.
Sure.
Yes. And the other thing, the train won't move if one door is open. So it has to check if everything is fine within the train. There's no fire, all the doors are closed, and then it's gonna give you traction. Then you're gonna start moving. So basically it checks about 4 or 5 subsystems within it before it can start moving. It's gonna check the air. If the air is not enough, it won't move because you'll have brakes that are failing. Is your dead man switch okay? Because you need to monitor the driver while he's driving. The second one would be the master controller. Yes, your master controller must be in good status, right? Just before you start moving. So it also checks that. So you've got about 4 or 5 subsystems that you need to check before you start moving. Once all those subsystems are fine, including these PAs, if this one is pulled, it will definitely not move, because it sees that maybe there's someone who needs to talk with the driver while the driver is not acknowledging or something like that.
Sure.
So yeah, so those are the some of the safety features that we have here.
So now the target for this foundation here is to build transit 165 to transit 214. So now normally we bring them a quarter. That's how we measure ourselves. So by this quarter we should be done with this one, and then by the second quarter we should be done with this one, and then third quarter with this one, and by next year March we should be done with TS
Sure.
214.
It's very ambitious objectives, eh? No play, eh?
Their own cafeteria. Hi everyone. So this is so cool. So, pap, chicken, fruit salad, 53 rand.